Hello. This video presentation will show you how to use the TCEQ Location Mapper tool. This is an approved method of creating maps that meets the TCEQ data standards for registrations and permits. The Location Mapper allows you to plot a point for a business by searching for an address or using latitude and longitude coordinates. This mapping tool is useful when submitting emissions point information for an air permit or discharge point information for a stormwater authorization. But for this example, we are going to make a map for an aggregate production operation, or APO. In this video, we will be locating an aggregate production operation on the map, placing a marker on the map where the facility is located, recording each pit's latitude and longitude coordinates on a separate document, recording a shareable URL link on a separate document, making an outline of your property boundary, and then printing or saving this map to a computer. To begin, go to the TCEQ homepage, tceq.texas.gov. Then use the search bar in the upper right-hand corner and type Location Mapper. You can either hit Enter on the keyboard or click the magnifying glass to begin your search. The search results will load on the web page, and the Location Mapper should be the first option. Click the link that says Location Mapper, formerly House Bill 610 Viewer. This should open another window on your web browser with the Location Mapper description. To start using the Location Mapper, click on the blue icon labeled Location Mapper. This will open a second window on your web browser with the Location Mapper tool. Once the Location Mapper shows on your screen, the first step is to change the base layer of the map. In the upper left-hand corner, click on the icon that has 4 squares. This is the Base Map Gallery. This icon is for the different base layers on the map. Click on the base layer that says Imagery with Labels. After you select this base layer, locate the search bar in the upper left-hand corner. This is where you can enter an address or latitude and longitude coordinates for your facility. If your facility does not have an address, you can use a physical description to locate the facility, then identify latitude and longitude coordinates, which you can then use to search on the map. This video will guide you through each of these scenarios. Let's start by entering in the address of an aggregate production operation. Enter the following address into the search bar in the top left-hand corner: 1015 Roadrunner Lane, Columbus, Texas 78934. Hit Enter on the keyboard or use the magnifying glass to begin your search. The mapper should zoom into that location you entered. Alternatively, you can search using latitude and longitude coordinates. Enter the following coordinates into the search bar and click Enter or click the magnifying glass to begin the search. -96.5367 space 29.7665. Again, the mapper should zoom to the coordinates you entered. For those facilities that do not have an address or latitude and longitude coordinates, we will use the physical description to narrow down the location of the aggregate production operation on the map. The best base layer for this option is the Streets layer. Click on the icon that has 4 squares for the base map gallery. Then select the base layer for Streets. Let's use the following physical description as an example. Go north of Columbus on Business 71, take a right on FM 109, and drive until Roadrunner Lane. Then take a left, and the pit should be located on the right side. To start, we need to locate Columbus, Texas on the map. So type this into the search bar in the top left-hand corner. Then hit Enter or the magnifying glass. And now that we see Columbus, we need to locate Business 71. Go north on Business 71 and take a right on FM 109. Follow the road until Roadrunner Lane, where we take a left, and that pit should be located on the right side. We need to change the base layer to imagery with labels to see this aggregate production operation more clearly. Click on the icon with 4 squares for the base map gallery and select Imagery with Labels. Now it is easier to see this facility. We still need the latitude and longitude coordinates in order to add a marker. For the coordinates, you need to locate the small icon in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. It is a big dot with 4 smaller dots around it. Click on this icon, then click on the facility's location on the map. A temporary green marker will appear. And now this location's coordinates are visible in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Use the mouse to highlight these coordinates. Right-click, select Copy. Go to the search bar in the top left-hand corner, right-click, and select Paste. Hit Enter on the keyboard or click the magnifying glass. And now we have a search result for that location. Once you find the facility's address or coordinates on the map, you are now able to add a marker and save the URL link for this map. While there is more than one way to do this, I'm going to focus on the easiest way to add a marker and record the URL link. First, we need to re-enter the address of the facility. Go to the search bar in the top left-hand corner and type 1015 Roadrunner Lane, Columbus, Texas, 78934. Hit Enter or hit the magnifying glass. After locating the facility, there should be a box that pops up showing search results. It should show the address that you searched for or the latitude and longitude coordinates that you searched for. In this box, in the bottom right-hand corner, find the 3 dots, click on these dots, and then click on the plus sign that says Add a Marker. Now there should be a blue marker for the facility location. When you click the blue marker, it should provide you with the latitude and longitude coordinates and a URL link to share this map. Please record this information on a separate document, such as a Word document or a separate piece of paper that you can save with this map. To record this information, I'm going to open a new Microsoft Word document. I will label it Site Information. Then going back to the location mapper, use the mouse to click and highlight the latitude and longitude coordinates. Right-click, select Copy, then return to your Word document. Right-click and select Paste. I also want to make sure I copy the entire URL link and not just the part that I see, since the link is actually much longer. Returning to the location mapper, I'm going to double-click on the URL link to highlight the entire link, right-click, select Copy, return to your Word document, right-click, and select Paste. If you are submitting a paper application for the Aggregate Production Operation Registration, then you should write this information down on a separate piece of paper to mail with your application. It's important to save these latitude and longitude coordinates on a separate piece of paper and the URL link, or on a separate Word document, since they are not available when the map is printed or saved as a PDF to your computer. Going back to the location mapper, we should now have a marker, latitude and longitude coordinates, and a URL link for the facility location. The next step is recording the latitude and longitude coordinates for each active pit operation. To do this, locate the ruler icon in the top left-hand corner of the screen, right next to the base layer icon. When you click the ruler icon, which is the measurement tool, it opens a window with 3 smaller icons. These icons can measure area, distance, or latitude and longitude. Select the third icon for measuring latitude and longitude. Now that the measurement tool is ready, as you move the mouse around the map, the first line of coordinates changes based on where your cursor is located. The second line for the green marker will remain blank until you click on the map. Use the mouse to locate the coordinates of the active pit for your site. Then click on that area of the map, and a temporary green marker will appear. The measurement tool should now show the green marker's latitude and longitude coordinates. Highlight the latitude and longitude for the green marker, right-click, select Copy, return to your Word document, and label this Pit 1. Right-click and select Paste. You need to record the coordinates for each active pit, and since this operation has 3 pits, I will repeat these steps 2 more times. Return to the location mapper. Select the second pit location. Highlight the latitude and longitude for the green marker. Right-click, select Copy, return to your Word document, label this Pit 2, right-click, and select Paste. One more time for the third pit. Return to the location mapper, click on the third pit location. Highlight the latitude and longitude for the green marker. Right-click, select Copy, back to your Word document, label this Pit 3, right-click, and select Paste. At this point, please save the Microsoft Word document to your computer where you can access it easily, such as your desktop. Go to File, Save, find your desktop, and I will name this Site Location Information. You can change the file type either as a Word document or a PDF. Click Save. In the Location Mapper, find the icon that looks like a ruler again. When you click on the ruler, it opens the measurement window with the three smaller icons. This time, click on the icon, which is the area icon, the first icon. This will help us to begin outlining your property boundary on the map. Once you click the area icon, you can use your mouse to click on the map and connect lines to show your property boundary. Start at a corner of your property and make your way around the entire property boundary. Your last point should connect to the first point. If you accidentally mess up doing your property boundary, you can click the clear button in the measurement window, or you can click the area icon again to reset. When you finish outlining your property boundary, double-click on the map. Don't worry if you are unable to use the measurement tool to outline your property boundary. You can also outline your boundary after you print your map or after you save it as a PDF to your computer. At this point, you should have a marker for your facility location, recorded the latitude and longitude coordinates for your facility and the pit locations, recorded the URL link for your map in a separate Word document. For the final step, you have a couple of options. This map can be printed and mailed with a document that has the latitude and longitude coordinates and the URL link, along with the core data form and the paper APO registration application. Or the map can be saved to a computer. I will cover how to print a paper copy and then two options for saving this map to your computer. In this video, we are doing this with a Dell computer, so keep in mind that these steps may vary depending on your computer. The first option is to print this map from your computer and mail it with the paper application. To do this, right-click on the map and select Print. Make sure the destination is the correct printer, and also check that the print preview shows your property boundary and the marker that you placed on the map. When you hit print, you can also outline your property boundary. The second option is to print this map to a PDF and save it to the computer. To do this, you right-click on the map and hit Print, but this time check that the destination says Save as PDF. Again, check that the print preview shows your property boundary and the marker you placed on the map. When you click Save, a new window will open for you to choose where to save this to your computer. I want this easily accessible, so I will save it to my desktop, and I will name the file Location Mapper and select Save. Once it's saved to your computer, open your desktop and locate the PDF file. Once it's open, if you needed to outline your property boundary, you can use the highlighter tool in the top right-hand corner and outline your property boundary here. If you mess up, you can highlight it and click Delete. Click the highlighter tool again and start over. Since this document has been edited, we have to save it one more time. Use the save icon in the top left-hand corner. Make sure it's saved to your desktop so it's easy to locate, and hit save. I want to save this and replace it with the existing document since it has the highlighted property boundary. The second option is to take a screenshot of the map. On a Dell computer, press the function key labeled FN and press the End or Print Screen button at the same time. This will darken the screen and the cursor will become a plus sign. Use the mouse to click and select the area on the location mapper that you want to copy. Make sure to include the scale in the bottom left-hand corner. Once you select the area and release the mouse, this will copy the image to the clipboard. A notification window should pop up in the right-hand corner of the screen with the image you just copied. Click this image, and it will open the Snip and Sketch window. In the Snip and Sketch window, you need to save your map to your desktop. But if you need to highlight your property boundary again, use the highlighter tool on the top of the page and outline your property boundary here. To save this document, click on the Save icon in the top right-hand corner. A window should open for you to save the file location. Choose Desktop, and I'm going to rename this as a Snip and Sketch map. Then hit Save. This image is ready to upload to Steers, along with the document that contains the latitude and longitude coordinates and the URL link. No matter which option you choose, be sure to keep a copy of your map, either a paper or electronic copy for your operational records. And be aware that in some cases, the APO registration and reporting section may request that you submit an updated copy of your map. This concludes the video demonstration of the Location Mapper tool. If you need additional assistance with this tool, or if you have questions about the aggregate production operation registration, please call the Small Business and Local Government Assistance toll-free compliance hotline at 800-447-2827, or you can email your questions to texasenvirohelp.org.